Greetings YouTubers, 2010 F-150 working on the rear brakes. We're restoring this whole vehicle. Low noise frequency dampener back here on this rear caliper. There's a couple of ways to get this off. Mine right now, I'm not too sure. There is a little cap back here that you can open up. And if I take a mirror, I'm just going to show you, there's a couple ways you can get this off. If you use a T30 Torx bit, typically you can get in there, but you see I have a lot of corrosion and I don't know if I will be able to get a bite or not. So nevertheless, if we can't get a bite in there, I think what we'll do is take these guys little screws off here, pop this off, pull this boot back, then we can get a 14mm wrench on here and try to get it off. Now there's a place right here where you're supposed to grab it, but trust me, if you live in the Northeast, you have a lot of rust like me, it's just going to round off. So save yourself some time and headache. Go ahead and just try to get it off like this. But on the bottom here, it's just a standard 10mm, you know, nut or bolt, I should say. And sometimes you got to be careful. We might have to see if we can get this off without breaking it. There's a lot of rust in here. I've got this oiled down and everything. So these usually come off. So let's see if we can get this one here off first. There we go. Had me worried, I won't lie. So if you could imagine just how hard this one's to get off, it's trying to get off right now with this 10 mil. Just imagine how tough this is going to be trying to get off with a little Torx bit. So let's go ahead and get this off, and I think you can see it back in there turning. So we'll work this back and forth until we get this completely out. Then we'll come back here and try to get this off and maybe help you guys out. Alright, I think we pretty much got this. I pulled this boot back a little bit and shot some used oil in here. So the boot is in fairly decent shape. It's not, got just a little tail on the front there, but I'll just pack some grease and oil in there. So there's this guy there. You can see all the rust that actually gets on there, so we'll have to clean this up and put it on later. But now, let's go ahead and try to get this top one out. Alright, so here's our T30 Torx bit. I'll shine this. I think you can see that there. I don't know, guys. So we'll try this and see if it'll break it loose. If not, then we're going to have to do what I said earlier. We'll just disassemble this thing and try to do it that way. And this thing, it won't even go in. So unfortunately, we'll just go ahead and disassemble this. It'll be just as fast and guaranteed we won't break anything, hopefully. Alright, there's the top bolt. This thing fought me all the way to the end. It's a pretty long bolt. You can see all that corrosion on there, so put this aside and we'll spin this around a little bit. And we'll try to get this one off without stripping it. Make sure your bit goes all the way. And by the way, this one here is a T25. See if we can get this broken loose. There we go. Alright, so seems to be going, make sure here. There we go. Alright, let's get this out. Alright. Alright, there's that. And now we can go ahead and pop this apart. I have to get my little, maybe I can just tap on it. It'll probably come apart here, homie. There we go. And you can see how much corrosion is in there. Right there. This is the problem we get. There's the boot that you just pull back on. But nevertheless, now we'll go ahead and see if we can pull this back out of the way a little bit. Spin it some without tearing it. Alright, there we go. And on the other side here is the, let's see, that boot looks like it's just kind of glued on there. That's kind of weird. But on the other side here is where we got to get a wrench. Alright, so we got our 14mm wrench behind here, and let's see if we can break this loose. Oh, there we go. Alright, so you'll see it better once I take this apart. You can actually see where the wrench goes, and at least we got this off. The rest of it should be fairly easy. So strange little thing. Like that. There's that. There's that. And this just kind of goes up on there like that. And that's basically all that is. Alright folks, now we're down to the nitty gritty. This move here will tell me if my day is going to be ruined or not. Now we can take a 10mm little ratcheting wrench and don't even try this in. Get something like this. And grip this here and see if we can break this loose. And if we can, then we can get this bolt out. We'll be successful. Golly, she's on there. There it goes. I can see the inside turning. Good. Alright. So this is basically how you can deal with this. So hey, let me know where you're watching from right now. And a lot of other videos online, especially on YouTube, they do it the same way basically. So, and there we go. And now we can take our brakes out. Now you notice you can't get this all the way out. Just leave it partially in, and then we can pull our pads out like this, which was my attempt to begin with. Let's just go ahead and do this first and get this out of the way and get these calipers off. But you can see this is basically how our caliper is going to come off. So let me move the camera back and get this out of the way. And what you can do, just get a screwdriver like this, get between the brake pad and the piston, and just slowly push it back like this. And as you do, you'll have all this room, and now we can pretty much take all this out one piece. I know these pads here, this one here is going to be kind of stuck in here. There we go. Now our pin should come out. See how long this is? It's a pretty long pin, so we'll put that back in there last. And now we can take our brake pads off and continue doing the work that we need to be doing here. Of course, these are not the world's best shape, but lots of rust, lots of dirt. But there we go. And basically, that's how you take this out. Luckily for me, the calipers and brake pads are working great. They're just rusty. And you can see we have lots of pads. So hopefully this video will help you out, guys. And remember, just take your time at it. Make sure you have the proper tools. And you can see there's no way I could have gotten a T30 in there. I even think the 25 would go in here. Would it? Well, it goes in there, but so maybe it was a T25. You can try a 25, but I guarantee you, you'd snap that off, probably. But anyway, you can try it and see. So the T25 goes in really good. Let's see what the 26. I may have misread something online. Here's a T27. All right, well that one goes in now. So basically, if you clean it out. So it's the T27. Let's try something else. Do a T30 since we're rolling here on the video. And this is a T30. See, the T30, I cannot get it to go down in there. So it look right. See, it's so corroded. It's hard to say now, but T30. See if I can force it in there a little bit. Clean it up a little bit. All right, there it goes. So it is a T30. So it's a T30. So boy, when it's corroded like that, you really got to push on it. But I think you can see a little cleaned out. But nevertheless, it is a T30, and that's what you can do to take this off if you're afraid of breaking something and all that. So there you go, guys. And again, thanks for watching my videos. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Hey, if you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Hey, we all have our opinions, right? And until my next video, guys, I will see you later.